Hello everyone that's watching this in the future. I'm just going to wait a little bit for people to log on. Make sure I got the camera angles all okay. Toot it up a bit. It's probably fine. Alright, hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Bobbie, and yeah, welcome to my channel. Today is Tuesday, so we'll be doing some yoga for cyclists. This class is not just for cyclists, it's an all levels Vinyasa flow, but it's, I just like to include a lot of stretches and strengthening poses that cyclists that are beneficial to cyclists, but they're also beneficial to anyone, especially if you're an athlete. And it's Pisces season, so this week all my classes are Pisces themed, and today we will be working toward mermaid pose, or I like to call it Merperson pose. So yeah, as far as props go, and I've been trying to tell everyone, but I don't know if a lot of people like to cut out at the end. A lot of people like to skip Shavasana, which you shouldn't do. You should never skip Shavasana. Well, I mean, it's okay every once in a while, but you should try to get a little bit of rest in after yoga, because Shavasana is actually really important. People don't think it is, but it is. It's where your body soaks up all of everything that you just did and really just absorbs it and takes everything in that moment. So yeah, I've been telling everyone to try and find a tennis ball. So if you do have your tennis ball, grab your tennis ball. It's not a big deal if you don't. We can do without it, but I will be doing some myofascial stuff with the feet with a tennis ball, or if you have a myofascial ball, which is just like a big heavy ball. I don't know. Tennis balls are perfect for it though. Also have a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use a belt, a tie, a rope, or even like those stretchy bands, resistance bands. Something you can at least tie a loop in. The stretchy bands aren't as great because they're stretchy, but they'll work as long as you can tie a small loop in the end to go around the ball of your foot. And then I have, you may want 2 blocks, or maybe just 1 block will work fine if you normally use blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can use books that are about the size of yoga blocks. So something like this. This is the yoga block. So like a big thick book would work. And then I have a blanket, mostly for padding of my knees. And yeah, that's it for props. We're gonna get started in a comfortable cross-legged seat, or Sukhasana, easy pose. I also wanted to mention this week especially, you should stick through to the end of Shavasana, because this month is also Black History Month, so I decided to highlight some inspirational Black Pisces at the end of my classes this week. Just kind of giving some information about them, and then ending with an inspirational quote of theirs. So, yeah. Not only should you not skip Shavasana for yourself, but you should also stick through to learn about some amazing people. Yeah, let's get started. In a comfortable cross-legged seat, so it could be 1 foot in front of the other, like I'm doing. Maybe you come into half lotus, bringing 1 foot to the hip crease, or if you have full lotus, maybe you come into full lotus. I don't like holding full lotus though, so we're gonna be here for a little while, so make sure it's something you can hold. And I just realized that I left my notebook out here. I'll be right back. I knew I was missing something. Okay. So feel free to also sit up on something. Like I'm gonna sit up on a blanket, folded up blanket. You could sit up on a block, a bolster, a pillow. Oh yeah, I forgot If you don't have like yoga props, you can also use pillows too. So maybe grab a couple pillows and a couple blankets. All right, once you arrive in your seat, close the eyes, sit up nice and tall. Taller than you have all day so far. You can bring the hands to either face upward on the thighs or knees to invite in more energy, or if you'd like to feel more grounded, place the palms downward on the knees or thighs. Begin to slow the breath down. Relax any unnecessary tension from the face. Bring all of your focus and awareness to the breath. Noticing any thoughts that come to mind. Just observing, not making any attachments or judgments. And then letting those thoughts go with each exhale. Breathing in and out through the nose. Filling up the lungs completely on each inhale. And then emptying them out completely on each exhale. Let's talk a little bit about Pisces for a little bit. So the symbol of Pisces is the fish. It's usually like two fish swimming toward like a circle. I don't know. It's associated with the planet of Neptune. Now, originally Jupiter before Neptune was discovered. But Neptune is also known as the planet of fantasy. Pisces people tend to be very imaginative, daydreamers, really like fantasy people, which is why I wanted to come into. I thought Merperson pose is a good pose to work to, especially for yoga for cyclists. I feel like Merperson pose really opens up all the areas that cyclists need to open up the most: the hips, the quads, the shoulders, and the spine a little bit. So yeah, we're going to be opening up all those areas. This Pisces is also associated with the element of water, so we'll get nice and flowy today. And it's associated with the body parts it's associated with are the feet, so we'll do a little bit of foot stretching and stuff. Actually, why don't we just get into the feet right now while I'm talking, while you're sitting here with the eyes closed. Maybe you start giving your feet a little foot massage. Making sure to get every area of the feet. It's always good to give yourself a little massage every once in a while, especially on the feet when you're on them all day. The colors associated with Pisces are seafoam green, lavender, white, and light blue. Colors of the ocean. There are three qualities or triplicities in the zodiac: mutable, fixed, and cardinal. Pisces is a mutable sign, and they come at the end of every season. They prepare everyone for a change in the change of season. And yeah. The mantra for today is I believe. Some keywords you may think of when you think of Pisces are visionary, idealist, compassionate, romantic, imaginative, dreams, fantasy, helpful, healing, comforting, wise, and empathic. Pisces season is a time of year to really express your emotions, whether it's in therapy or to someone close to you. It is a time to dive deep into the reasons you feel the way you do. Pisces season is also a time to spark your creativity by taking part in activities that you enjoy that give you a creative outlet. This time of the season is also when you put all of the finishing touches on the goals you've been working on for the season. So you're prepared to set new goals for the next season. So we'll take a few more deep breaths here in our Sukhasana pose, giving ourselves a little foot massage. Then when you're ready, blink the eyes open. On an inhale, reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, fold forward, walk the hands out in front of you. Keep reaching the sit bones back behind you. Reach the forehead down toward the earth. Inhale to come back up, and then we're going to switch the cross of our legs. So whichever leg was in front or on top, bring the opposite one. It might feel awkward because it's probably the more awkward side. On an inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold over the legs once again. Inhale to walk the hands back in. Bring the hands to the knees. As you inhale, reach the heart up, lift the gaze. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Keep the abdomen engaged. Exhale, round the spine. Look down towards the navel. Keep engaging that abdomen. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round the spine. Moving with your own breath, with each inhale, lift the heart, finding seated cow pose. And as you exhale, round the spine back, finding seated cat pose. Nice fluid movements like water. On your next inhale, come to a neutral spine, sit up nice and tall. Reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, twist to the right, bringing the right hand behind you, left hand to the right outer thigh. Gaze can either be straight out to the right or back behind you over that right shoulder. Breathe into the belly. Inhale, lift the arms up through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Left hand comes behind you, right hand to the left outer thigh. Gaze either straight out to the left or back behind you over the left shoulder. With each inhale, find length in the spine. Use your exhale to maybe help you twist a little bit further. Inhale, come back through center, reach the arms up. Exhale, side bend to the right, placing the right hand down. Left arm reaches up overhead. Keep spinning that heart open, belly pulling in. Breathe into the left side body. Keep reaching that left sit bone down towards the earth. Inhale to come up through center, both arms reach up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Left hand comes down. Right arm reaches overhead. Spin the heart open. Reaching the right sit bone down towards the earth. Inhale to come up through center. Then from here, let's bend the right knee back behind you. You can kind of roll the calf out of the way with your hand and sit back. Then place the hands back behind you. Lift the hips up slightly. Tilt the pelvis forward. So like you're tilting the tailbone forward. Then lower the hips back down. And lean back. Getting into this right quadricep a little bit. You can lean all the way back. You can lean back onto something. Maybe lean back onto a wall. My yoga ball is in my closet right now, and it just so happens to be a really great thing to lean on. Keep lengthening the tailbone out in front of you. Send the breath into that right quad, right hip flexor. And then on an inhale, come to sit up tall. Keep the left foot where it is, but reach the right leg out to the right. Flex the right toes up towards the sky. You can keep the right leg bent if you want. Maybe place a prop underneath it. Wherever you're at, really spin the belly button towards that right leg. Inhale the arms up overhead. As you exhale, fold over the right leg. I have to be careful with my right hamstring. So I'm working through, I don't know, I pulled it like a week or two ago and it still hurts. So always remember to listen to your body and don't force anything. On inhale, sit back up, and then we'll switch sides. So bend the right foot, bring it to the inside of the left thigh, and we're going to start with that quad stretch. So bend the left knee back behind you, bringing that left foot to the outer left hip. You can use your hand to kind of roll the calf muscle out of the way. Then place the hands behind you, lift the hips up slightly, tuck the tailbone in front of you, lower the hips back down, and lean back. And you don't even have to lean back super far. Maybe you're still sitting up pretty tall, and that's totally fine. Whatever feels best in your body. You shouldn't feel any pain in the knees. If you do, take a couple steps back. This side's a little harder for me from my knee injury this summer. On your inhale, if you leaned back, come back up to sit up tall. Reach the left leg out to the left. Flex the left toes. Spin that torso towards the left leg, trying to reach the belly button right over that left leg if you could. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, fold over that left leg. Keep flexing the left toes up towards the sky. Trying to keep a nice long spine, heart reaching forward, sending the breath into that left hamstring, the back of that left leg. And on an inhale, lift back up, reach both legs out wide, flexing both toes up towards the sky. From here, inhale to sit up nice and tall. Maybe you have a bend in the knees. Maybe you place props underneath the knees. Maybe you stay sitting up tall, or maybe you exhale and start to fold forward. Leading with the heart, keep flexing the toes up towards the sky. Taking it nice and slow, especially since we're still at the beginning of class. We're not really warmed up yet. You don't want to push yourself into anything you're not warmed up for. Maybe you find a little movement to kind of getting in touch with that water element as you work your way further into the pose. On your next inhale, walk the hands back into center. Bring both hands to the outsides of the thighs to help you bring the legs toward one another. If you're not already facing the top of your mat, face the top of your mat. Remove any props out from underneath you. Bring the soles of the feet on the earth. Sit up nice and tall to start. Reach the heart forward, shoulder blades roll down the back. Reach the hands out in front of you and exhale slowly, as slow as you can. Lower all the way onto the back using that core. Then from here, cross right ankle over left thigh. Press the right knee out away from the body. Keep the right foot flexed to protect the knee and ankle joint. You can stay right here, or maybe you bring the legs in toward you, thread the right arm through and interlace the hands either behind the left thigh or in front of the left shin. Wherever you're at, lengthen the tailbone down towards the earth. Try not to let the butt come up. Really lengthen it down. Maybe you use your right elbow to gently nudge that right knee out to intensify the stretch a little bit. Maybe you find a little movement, really getting into every part of that right hip. Then from here, keep this figure four shape with the legs, but bring the arms out to a T with the palms facing up, or a 90-degree bend if you don't have the space. Take an inhale. As you exhale, gently let the legs fall over to the left side. So the left outer leg is going to land on the ground and the right sole of the foot. The right knee points straight up towards the sky. Maybe you use this left hand to help you press it upward a little more. Keep the right shoulder grounded. Maybe look up at the ceiling, or maybe look over the right shoulder if that feels okay on your neck. Breathe into the belly. Inhale the legs up through center. Uncross them and then switch sides. Cross left ankle over right thigh. Press the left knee out away from you and flex the left foot to protect your knee and ankle joints. You can stay here or maybe hug the legs in, threading the left arm through that figure four shape, interlacing the hands either behind the right thigh or in front of the right shin. Lengthen the tailbone down towards the earth. Maybe find a little movement, rocking a little bit from side to side, getting into every part of that left outer hip. Then from here, reach the arms out to a T or cactus shape. Take an inhale. Exhale, let the legs gently fall to the right side. Keep the left shoulder grounded. Right outer leg lands on the floor and the left sole of the foot lands on the floor. Press this left knee up towards the sky. Maybe use your right hand to help. Gaze can either be straight up at the sky or over the left shoulder if that feels okay on your neck. And then inhale, come back through center. Reach the legs out long in front of you and then just roll over onto the belly. From your belly, reach or bring the forearms out in front of you. Elbows are right underneath the shoulders or slightly forward. Try not to bring them too far back so you're collapsing in the heart. You really want to lift that heart space up. So press into the palms, roll the shoulder blades down the back, press into the tops of the feet, maybe the kneecaps lift off the ground. Sphinx pose. Lengthen the tailbone back behind you. You can stay here, or maybe you bend the right knee, reach back for the right foot with the right hand. Try to square the shoulders off with the top of the mat. And breathe into that right quadricep. Carefully release that right foot if you grabbed it and switch sides. Bend the left knee. Reach back for the left foot with the left hand. Try to square the shoulders off as best you can to the top of the mat. Carefully release that back foot. And everyone meet in Sphinx. From your Sphinx, tuck the toes underneath. Begin to lift the hips up. Reach back through the heels of the feet and reach forward through the crown of the head. Forearm plank. You can keep the knees lifted or lower them. Wherever you're at, though, lengthen the tailbone back behind you. Really press into the forearms to lift that back heart space up. Keep that core engaged. Gaze is straight down between the arms so you have a nice long back of the neck. Feel the heat begin to build from the inside out. And then from here, Drop the knees down if you haven't already. And reach the heart down towards the earth, coming into your puppy pose or heart-melting pose. Hips are lifting up nice and high. Either forehead comes down to the earth, or prop, or the chin and chest. To intensify the stretch, your arms could be a little closer together toward one another. For less of a stretch, you can bring them further out. Sometimes I like to grab onto the edges of my mat. Then from here, walk the hands in a little bit, tuck the toes underneath, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog, the first one of class. So let's walk it out a little bit, pedal through the feet, sway the hips a little bit from side to side. And then find stillness for a moment. Press into the palms to lift those hips up nice and high. If you notice your spine rounding forward, you can bring a nice bend in the knees. So you find that nice long spine that we're looking for here. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, pull the belly in towards the spine, and bring the gaze either back towards the thighs or towards the navel. From here, bend the knees, look forward, and step the feet all the way to the top of the mat. Feet land right underneath the hips. Let the body hang over the legs. Maybe you clasp opposite elbows. Relax the head and neck completely. Maybe shake it yes and no. You can have as much of a bend in the knees as you'd like. They don't have to be perfectly straight, especially if you're looking to get more of a lower back stretch, then bring a nice bend to the knees. Try to bring more weight toe side rather than heel side, and maybe find a little movement here. Swaying a little bit from side to side, bending into one knee and then the other. Then release the arms if you clasped opposite elbows. Everyone bring a nice bend into the knees and slowly begin to roll up through the spine. One vertebra at a time. Shoulder blades roll down the back, palms spin open, and the head lifts up last. Tadasana, mountain pose. From here, if you were able to get a tennis ball, grab your tennis ball. If not, you can maybe take child's pose, maybe come back to a little foot massage, maybe just stand in your Tadasana. But we're just going to do a quick little myofascial work with a tennis ball, or if you have a myofascial ball, with the feet. So you do it from standing, and you can just kind of roll the ball around each part of the foot, really starting to put pressure in the foot, and notice which areas are hold the most tension, and maybe back up a little bit so you can see a little more. And maybe hold the ball in those areas a little more just to release tension. Remember to keep breathing. Try to keep the core engaged while you're doing this. Maybe bring the hands to the hips. Relax any unnecessary tension from the face. I realized this was a while ago that I realized this was a few months ago, but so Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, so it doesn't really go in the same order as the calendar that we follow in the US. Pisces is the last. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so it kind of starts. Aries rules the eyes and the face, and Pisces is the feet. So you may notice, as we move through each sign, you move down through the entire body. because each sign rules a certain area of the body. All right, once you've done one foot, make sure to do the other foot. Once again, keep breathing, steady, even breaths. Relax any unnecessary tension from the face. And maybe put a little extra work in those areas that you feel the most tension. Feet are going to be feeling super good after this. And if you didn't have a tennis ball for today's class and you're planning on doing any of the other classes this week, try to get a tennis ball. Because I think I might do this for a few of them. Maybe both of them. Maybe, I don't know yet. I haven't made up my mind. Libra moon. All right. Then once you've gotten it pretty even on both sides, and get rid of your ball. That was all we were going to use it for. But yeah, having a tennis ball is good for, you can do other myofascial stretches in other areas of the body, which I highly recommend. So maybe I'll go into that some more this week or another week. Anywho, standing at the top of your mat, I'm just going to face this way so you can see where we're coming into better. Feet are pretty wide, about shoulder width distance apart, maybe wider. Toes are pointing out, heels are pointing in. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, bend into the knees, bringing hands to heart center. Press the elbows into the legs and the legs back into the elbows to lift that heart space up. Maybe find a little movement here, really getting into those hip joints. And once again, you want to be doing this at the top of your mat. I just wanted to face that way so you could see a little better. Then from here, place the hands down on the earth and step the left foot way back behind you, keeping the hands to the inside of that right foot. Lower the back knee down. Feel free to bring a blanket or something, or fold the one half of your mat over to pad the knee. Make sure the knee is right above the ankle. If it's coming forward, you can bring your hand to the back of the foot to help you take a longer stance. And also make sure the knee and toes are pointing in the same direction. Toes are pointing slightly out. Inhale, lift the heart. Maybe you stay here up on the palms. Maybe you even bring some blocks underneath the hands on any height that you like. Maybe you begin to come down onto the forearms, or maybe even bring forearms on blocks. Just really getting into this right hip a little bit, maybe find a little movement. Then if you came down to forearms, come back up to the palms. You can stay up on blocks if you're using them. Inhale, lift the heart up. As you exhale, begin to shift the hips back. Fold over that right leg. Working towards a straight right leg. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Breathe into that right hamstring. Then inhale, bend into that right knee. Lift the heart. Plant the left hand down. Actually, if you're using a strap, grab your strap or belt or whatever you have with the little loop in it. You can come out of the pose if you need to put the loop around the ball of the left foot. Make sure you have the rest of the strap up by you. Inhale, lift the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, wrap that right arm around the right leg, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, wrap the right arm around the right leg, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, wrap it around. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Then from here, bend that back knee, either grabbing onto the strap to come into your quad stretch, pulling that foot using your strap, or you can bring the right hand to the left foot. Wherever you're at, really spin the heart open, roll the shoulder blades down on the back, send the breath into that left hip flexor, the left quad. Try to relax any unnecessary tension from the face. Double check the time to make sure I don't go over, which I do tend to do a lot. All right. From here, carefully remove the strap if you're using it. Reach that back foot down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, heel toe this right foot in between the hands, ground through the back heel, align front heel with the arch of the back foot, left arm reaches forward, inhale up, warrior two. Both arms reaching out in either direction. I'll stand this way so I'm not facing my back to you. Keep lunging through that front knee. Press that right knee slightly out to the right. Lengthen the tailbone down, pull the belly in. On an inhale, left arm reaches down the left leg, right arm reaches overhead, reverse warrior. As you exhale, bring that right hand in front of the belly. Inhale, keep exhaling. Reach that left arm over the left ear. We'll flow with that. Inhale, left arm down the left leg, right arm up, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Left arm reaches forward, right hand in front of the belly. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Straighten that front leg, reverse triangle. Keep the legs nice and engaged. As you exhale, reach the right fingertips forward. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, right fingertips reach forward. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, right fingertips reach forward as far as you can till you can't reach anymore. Then place that right hand down anywhere on the leg, on the floor, or a block. Try not to compromise the length in that right side body. Inhale the left arm up towards the sky. Trikonasana, triangle pose. On your next exhale, walk both hands to the left side of the mat. Spin those left toes forward, right toes forward, so both feet are parallel. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift back up, halfway. Find length in the spine. Turn the heels in, toes out, bend into the knees. Lift that upper body up, cactus the arms, goddess pose. Pressing those knees out in either direction. Lengthen the tailbone down. Breathe here. Maybe do a little bit of pulses. Staying nice and low. Warming up those hips and quads. Then from here, start to bend into that right knee a little more. Reach the left foot out further, coming into your Skandasana. Hands can be on the earth. Maybe hands come to heart center. Try not to lift the right toes up. So if they are coming up, keep the hips up a little higher. Then come back to center. Bend into the left knee, straighten the right leg, coming onto Skandasana on the other side. Then come back to that right foot, bring both hands to frame the right foot, lift the back heel into your lunge, then ground through the back heel, turning the left toes in about 45 degrees. Inhale, reach the arms up. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Square hips. Interlace the hands at the low back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold to the inside or over that right leg. Keep squaring off the hips. Pulling that right hip back, left hip forward. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, hands come to frame the front foot. Lift the back heel. Hug this right foot in, shoot it up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the right knee, open up the hip. Maybe do a couple leg circles. in both directions. Then straighten the right leg, square off the hips, take an inhale. As you exhale, shoulders come over wrist, right knee towards right shoulder. Inhale, back, three-legged dog. Exhale, shoulders over wrist, right knee, right shoulder. Inhale, back, three-legged dog. Last one, right knee, right shoulder or tricep. Inhale, back, three-legged dog. Bend the right knee again, open up the hip. Trying to stack right hip on top of left. Stay here, or maybe that right foot begins to get heavy and it falls to the right side of your mat, flipping you over into your wild thing. If you're in your wild thing, carefully make your way back to your three-legged dog with the right leg lifted. From here, you can keep the right leg lifted or lower it. Stay in your down dog or move through your vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. When you're ready, bend the knees, look forward. Step or lightly hop the feet to the outside of the hands. Hip sync, Navasana, yogi squat at the top of your mat. From here, place the right hand down, lift the left arm up towards the sky on an inhale. Exhale, left hand down in front of the left leg. Inhale the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, lower the right hand down. And then both hands are down now. Step that right foot back, way back behind you. Coming into your lizard lunge, lower the back knee. Make sure the left knee is right above the left ankle. Hands to the inside of that left foot. Toes are pointing out, heel pointing in. Toes pointing in the same direction as the knee. From here, you can stay up on the hands, maybe bring hands or blocks underneath the hands or pillows, some type of height, or maybe coming onto the forearms, maybe forearms on blocks. Find a little movement here. Then if you came down onto forearms, come back up to the palms. You can keep the hands on blocks if you're using them. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, shift the hips back, fold to the inside of that left leg. Keep pulling that left hip back, right hip forward. On an inhale, bend through the front knee, lift the heart. Find your strap or whatever you're using for a strap. Place it around the ball of that right foot. You can come out of the pose to do that if you need. Then come back into your lizard. Make sure you have the other end of the strap up by the top, by the front area. You can kind of put it in the hip crease. On an inhale, lift the left arm up towards the sky. As you exhale, wrap the left arm around the left leg, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, wrap the left arm around, look over the left shoulder, right shoulder. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left arm wraps, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, reach that left arm up. Then bend the back knee. Either reach back for your foot with the left hand or grab onto the strap to help you bring that foot closer to you. Wherever you're at, try to roll the shoulder blades down the back, spin the heart open, send the breath into that right hip flexor, that right quad. Then carefully remove the strap if you're using it. Reach that right foot down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, heel toe the left foot in between the hands. Ground through the back heel, align the left heel with the arch of the right foot. Right arm reaches forward. Use the right hand to guide you up, warrior two. Keep the abdomen engaged. Look over the left fingertips. On an inhale, flip the front palm, right arm down the right leg, left arm overhead, reverse warrior. As you exhale, left arm comes in front of the belly, right arm reaches overhead as you lean the heart forward. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Straighten that left leg, reverse triangle. Exhale, reach the left fingertips forward as far as you can. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, reach forward till you can't reach any more. Then place that left hand down anywhere on the leg, a block, or the floor. Try to keep that left side body nice and long. Right arm reaches up overhead. Trikonasana, triangle pose. From here, bring both hands down to the inside of that left foot, and then walk the hands to the right side of the mat. Spin the left toes forward. Both feet are parallel. Left hand lands underneath the face. Inhale the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, both hands come down. Spin the heels in, toes out, bend into the knees, lift up. Goddess pose, sink into the hips. This time bring the hands to the inner thighs. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, dip the left shoulder down, look over the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, dip the right shoulder down, look over the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Last one. Inhale, center. Exhale, right shoulder down, look over the left. Inhale, center. Then from here, stay bent in the right knee. Start to straighten the left knee. Straighten the right leg. Skandasana. To the left side. Inhale, come through center. Skandasana on the right side. You can use your hands to move. Skandasana on the left. Skandasana on the right. One more time on each side. Skandasana to the left. Skandasana to the right. Then come back forward. Bring the hands to frame the left foot. Lift the back heel. Then ground through the back heel. Spinning those right toes forward about 45 degrees. Inhale, both arms up. Warrior one. From here, interlace the hands. Try to do opposite thumb on top. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Humble warrior. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, bring both hands to frame that front foot. Lift the back heel. Hug this left foot in. Shoot it up and back. Three-legged dog. Bend the left knee. Open up the hip. Maybe do a couple leg circles. Make sure to go in both directions. Straighten the left leg, square off the hips. Take an inhale. Exhale, left knee, left tricep, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Bend the left knee, open up the hip. Stay here or flip your dog into your wild thing. Carefully make your way back to three-legged dog. If you took your wild thing, keep the left leg lifted or lower it. Stay in your down dog or move through your vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From your down dog, everyone lower the knees to the earth. Big toes touch behind you. Knees can be together or wide. Hips reach back towards the heels. Forehead reaches down toward the earth. Child's pose. Take a few breaths here. Feeling the breath, slow back down. Feel the heartbeat, slow back down. Hopefully you're nice and warm, and now the body begins to cool down. And when you're ready, bring the gaze forward, tuck the toes underneath, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Here's where we're going to come into Merperson, if you'd like. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, bring right knee to right wrist. Kick the right foot to the left. Lower everything down. Setting up for pigeon first. Right foot can come further away from the body for a more intense stretch, and it can come closer in for less of a stretch. If this right hip is coming up, you can place a prop underneath it. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. You can stay in your pigeon. I forgot to mention, if pigeon doesn't work for you, you can take reclined pigeon, lying on your back, crossing right ankle over left thigh. And yeah, if you'd like to take Merperson, I'm going to face this way so you can see a little better. So you're going to grab your strap if you're using one. I like to bring my front foot closer in when I come into these poses, but it's up to you. You're going to bend the back knee, reach back for that back foot. If it's not easy to reach, you can put the strap around the ball of your foot again and stay there. Or maybe if you can get that left foot into the left elbow crease, you kind of hold it there. Then you can begin to reach the right arm up, either having the strap in your right hand, so you can use the strap in between each hand, or reach for the opposite fingertips. Try to spin the heart forward as best you can. And there you have it. Merperson. Carefully come out of it, not like I did. And then make your way back into your down dog, everyone. And we'll do that on the other side. Inhale the left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, left knee towards left wrist. Kick the left foot out to the right. Lower everything down. I'll spin around again so you can see. So, left knee, left wrist, right, left foot out to the right. Lower everything down. If you took reclined pigeon on the other side, take it on this side as well by lying on your back, crossing left ankle over right thigh. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. On your next inhale, well, you can stay in your pigeon or reclined pigeon, or if you'd like to try Merperson, walk the hands in. I like to bring the left foot closer in. Then either wrap the strap around the ball of your foot. You can always come out of the pose to do so. Bend the back knee, bringing the foot toward you. Or bring this right foot in Maybe bring your right foot in your right elbow crease, either reaching the left arm up overhead with the strap in the hand, grab onto the strap with the right hand, spin the heart forward, or reaching for your fingertips. If you're in your Merperson, carefully make your way out, releasing that back foot, removing any props off to the side. Bringing the hands back out in front of you, tuck the back toes underneath, and then lift this left leg up and back, three-legged dog, lower it back down, down dog. Then lower the knees to the earth. Make your way to a seat with the legs out in front of you. From here, cross right leg over the left with the right sole of the foot on the ground. Left leg on the earth. Left leg is straight, flexed, toes flexed up towards the sky. On an inhale, bring the right hand back behind you. Lift the left arm up. As you exhale, twist to the right, either wrapping the left arm around the right leg or hooking that left elbow to the outside of the right leg. Gaze can either be straight out to the right or back over the right shoulder. This pose is called Lord of the Fish. Lord of the Fishes. Then unwind, take a little counter twist to the opposite side. Reach the right leg out in front of you. Cross left leg over right. Sole of left foot on the earth, firmly planted. Right toes flex up towards the sky. Sit up nice and tall. Forgot to mention you can always sit up on a prop like a block, blanket, bolster, pillow. Left hand comes behind you. Inhale the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, twist to the left. Either wrapping that right arm around the left leg or hooking the right arm to the outside of the left leg. Inhale to find length in the spine. Exhale, maybe you twist a little further. Gaze is either straight out to the left or back behind you over the left shoulder. Exhale, unwind. Take a mini counter twist to the other side. And then from here, reach from the top of your mat, bring the hands to the backs of the thighs. Feet firmly planted on the earth. You can stay here. Shoulder blades roll down the back. Heart lifts. Belly pulls in towards the spine. Maybe you begin to lift the shins parallel to the earth. Stay here, or maybe you reach the arms out in front of you. Stay here, or maybe reach the legs up. Navasana, boat pose. Water-themed poses. Or inhale, lower to hover, hold for a moment. Keep pulling the belly in towards the spine. Lift the chin up off the chest. And then lower everything back down. Then we're going to come into fish pose. So from here, bring the hands underneath the hips or butt or thighs. Depends on how long or short your arms are. Palms are on the earth. So palms face down. Squeeze the elbows in as close as you can. Shoulder blades underneath you. On an inhale, begin to bend into the elbows. Lift the heart up. Keep the belly button pulling in towards the spine. Exhale, slowly lower out of it by straightening the arms, tucking the chin. Remove the hands from underneath you. Bring the arms out to a T or cactus shape. Legs to a 90-degree bend. Take an inhale. Exhale, gently let the legs fall over to the left. Right shoulder stays grounded. Maybe you bring the left hand to the right outer thigh. Maybe you look over the right shoulder if that feels okay on your neck. Inhale the legs up through center. Exhale, gently let them fall to the right. Left shoulder stays grounded. Maybe the right hand comes to the left outer thigh. Maybe the gaze comes over the left shoulder. Inhale the legs up through center. Give yourself one last big squeeze. Squeeze the knees towards the forehead. Take an inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Reach the legs out long in front of you. Arms down by the sides with the palms facing up. Tuck the chin slightly so the back of the neck is long. Relax every single muscle in the body. Starting from the feet, going all the way up to the crown of the head. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And let your breath slowly return to its natural state, letting go of any breath control. Focusing only on relaxation. Let go of your thoughts. Be present. Shavasana. If you'd like to stay in your Shavasana longer, please do. But if you're ready to come out, start by lengthening the breath. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Circle the ankles and wrists. Rock the head from side to side. And reach the arms up overhead, the legs out long in front of you for a morning stretch. Hug the knees into the chest and carefully roll onto one side. Rest here for a moment. Then whenever you're ready, trying to keep the eyes closed or a soft gaze, make your way into a comfortable cross-legged seat at the top of your mat. Once you arrive in your seat, reclose the eyes if you open them. Sit up nice and tall, even taller than you did at the beginning of class. On an inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touch at the top. Exhale through the mouth, hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Bow the chin to the chest and take a moment to thank yourself for carving this time out of your day to practice yoga. And I thank you for joining me. I hope you can take the benefits from tonight's class with you into the rest of your night, the rest of your week, and onto your bike. From here, I'm just going to talk a little bit about my first inspirational Black Pisces person that I just learned about, who I don't know, she seems really awesome. Her name is Lupita Nyong'o. She's a Kenyan-Mexican actress, born March 1st, 1983 in Mexico City. Her family is from Kenya, and she also lived in Kenya for a little bit of her childhood. She graduated from Yale, and after graduating from Yale, she was the first Kenyan and Mexican actor to win an Academy Award for her role in 12 Years a Slave. She also delivered brilliant performances on Broadway in the play Eclipsed. She directed a music video and had appearances in Star Wars, The Force Awakens, The Jungle Book, Black Panther, and Us. She's also an activist that fights to raise awareness for issues in Africa, such as serious health problems, poachers, and animal rights. She has been outspoken about the bitter side of Hollywood as well, especially the sexual harassment many actors have to endure. And I'm going to end with a quote from her, from Lupita Nyong'o. No matter where you are from, your dreams are valid. Bring the thumb knuckles up to the third eye space. Namaste. Thank you again. I hope you had a good class. Hope you were able to stay till the end. Yeah. Please let me know if there's anything you want to work on in any future classes. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And like my videos if you like them. And yeah, thank you again. Please join me for the rest of my Pisces classes this week. On Thursday for Yin Yoga at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and Saturday for Energizing Vinyasa at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Please donate if you can. I have Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. They're all on my social media accounts and my YouTube. Anything helps so I can keep teaching free yoga classes and hopefully get a mic soon and another bolster. But yeah, thank you again and have a really good night.